Sound check, sound check, sound check. Oh, so you're seeing me, everybody. Just give me a second. Oh, there you go, there you go, there you go. On YouTube, just title. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, boss. Okay, thank you, boss. There you go. Okay, everybody, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders all around the world. This is FXFreedom with some kind of issues here, but those issues are solved. Technical issues, everybody. Hello, Nancy, how are you? Everybody, trading is a learnable skill when we learn in the correct way the three pillars. Pillar number one is the market, and we're trying to do this with those modules here on the left. Pillar number two is the strategy. Once we're over the basic module, the beginner module, the intermediate module, then and only then we're going to push to the advanced module and the big one. It's called the trader. Talking about the trader more in the advanced course. It's called the Forex course 202, everybody. And as always, if you are not receiving, everybody, webinar notifications from the Forex platform, which is this one, okay, you can send an email to research@dukascopy.com and write that you are not receiving webinar notifications from the Forex platform. Okay, everybody. And moving forward, a quote from Mark Douglas: what do champion beginner traders always say? Champion beginner traders always say that we are not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis. And my own quote on the left: when the market scares you, don't be afraid to do the right thing. And we learned yesterday, right? We had the two traders We had the two traders from yesterday. Where are the two traders? Where is the text? Stop loss, not in here maybe. Oh, it was not in here. Okay. We had the two traders from yesterday. The trader who listens and the trader who does not listen, everybody. So don't be afraid to do the right thing. You know, what is the right thing to do? Follow the rules, follow the concepts. Okay. Risk disclaimer: 90% of traders lose in the forex market worldwide, and the webinars are not trading or investment advice, everybody. The webinars are for educational purposes only. For homeworks or questions, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, and you can follow me on TradingView as well. That being said, everybody, how to trade pivot points in a downtrend today. Yesterday we were talking about, let me see here, clone chart. It was Canada JPY, right? Canada JPY. It was yesterday. I believe it was Canada JPY. Oh, there you go. No, not this one. This was from the trading. Anyway, everybody, let's go on NZD CAD. Let's go on NZD CAD, right? And let's erase all of those things. NZD CAD. We're going to go on the monthly chart first, everybody. I need to write to the JForex developers to program a button like clean screen or clear screen or erase drawings, whatever. Right? If not, we need to do it manually. So NZD CAD, let's go on the monthly chart. Just title, no webinar. Can you see the screen, Olufemi? Dancy and Olufemi, can you see the screen? Just give me a second, everybody. Hello, Alex, can you see the screen? Just title, no webinar. Oh, everybody, refresh. Refresh YouTube. Refresh YouTube. It should be okay. Refresh YouTube, it should be okay. Olufemi, refresh YouTube. Dancy, refresh YouTube. Can you see my screen, everybody? The boss said that you can hear me. Can you see the screen? And remember, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. NZD CAD monthly chart, right? NZD CAD monthly chart. Yes, I see the screen. Okay, very good, great. Okay, everybody, so we have the upper band and clone. We have the lower band, right? Upper band, lower band. So back in time, and oh no, let's go. We have a better one, everybody. AUD. Thank you very much. Somebody type AUD USD, everybody. AUD USD. Let's compress the chart. There you go. More or less, right? AUD USD. Which one? Let's go back, everybody. NZD USD, not NZD, NZD USD. NZD USD maybe. Let's give it a second. NZD USD on the monthly chart. NZD CAD, back to NZD CAD. Everybody, we're going to stay on NZD CAD, alright? Okay, now talking about the pivot points, alright? So the first pivot point is here, and the second pivot point would be here, right, everybody? we talked, yes, we clarified. If this is your first time with us, please go back to Dukascopy YouTube webinar page and watch the previous lessons, alright, and learn, okay, what are pivot points, support, resistance. This is a pivot point. Okay, we have a low, here we have a high. Okay, so those two are enough. Make sense, everybody? Those two are enough. Okay, and we are going to go on the daily chart, daily chart, daily chart, daily chart, out, out, out. Okay, this is going to be the example for today, everybody. From the daily, monthly and weekly, we learned from the previous lessons market wave extension, retracement, extension. Agreed, everybody? Agreed? Now, yesterday we were talking about how to trade pivot points in an uptrend. We said that we have a bullish pivot point, right? And today we are going to talk about the bearish pivot point. Okay, so this would be the pivot point in here. Okay, this is the bullish pivot point, and clone. This is now the bearish pivot point. What is the bearish pivot point and how to trade the bearish pivot point, everybody? The market is going to make on the daily and on the 2 hour and on the 1 hour. Hello Alexander, how are you? Is going to make lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Is going to hit a floor, everybody. Then it's going to react something like this. Then it's going to break the floor, it's going to break through the pivot point. Is going to find past resistance and then is going to go back down. Okay, so it's exactly the same as yesterday, just in reverse. Make sense, everybody? In a bullish pivot point, the market is going to make higher highs, higher lows, is going to hit a ceiling, is going to react, meaning is going to retrace many times. The monthly bullish pivot point is going to hit our stop on the 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart many times. The monthly pivot point is going to stop us out on the Fibonacci on the 1 hour, 2 hour chart, and then is going to break through the bullish pivot point, is going to retrace again, is going to find past support and is going to continue its way. Okay, now here is exactly the same, just in reverse. In a bearish pivot point, in a downtrend, the market is going to make lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, is going to hit the floor, is going to retrace, sometimes is going to make higher highs, sometimes not. Okay, is going to stop us out on the 1 hour, 2 hour Fibonacci, on the 1 hour, 2 hour trend, whatever might be the case, on the smaller time frames. Then is going to reverse, is going to break through the pivot point, is going to retrace again, this is theory, is going to retrace again, is going to find past resistance in a downtrend. See how the sequence of lessons goes. We learned how to trade support in an uptrend, and we learned how to trade resistance in a downtrend. So here you go, past resistance, the market is going to retrace, is going to find past resistance, and then is going to continue its way down. Okay, everybody, any questions so far? Oh, but I am new. Please go back to Dukascopy YouTube webinar page and start to watch lesson number 1. What is market structure? Okay, everybody, we need to follow the schedule. Make sense? We can repeat things, but not always and not every single time. No questions, boss. Okay, let's move forward. So we are here, right? This is the live chart. This is NSD Cat daily chart, right, everybody? And we learned how to trade extensions and retracements, remember? We learned how to trade extensions and retracements on a market wave, right? We clarified that we are going to see a change in the short-term trend when there is extension, retracement, and then the next extension, right? Agreed, everybody? We learned this? No, I didn't learn. Go back to Dukascopy YouTube webinar page and start to learn. So everybody, we are shorting the market. Okay, this is theory, this is now the live market. We are shorting the market on the 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 4 hour chart, and the daily. Okay, we are shorting the short-term trend. Okay, now here is the question: how to trade pivot points in a downtrend? If you listened yesterday to the webinar, this is going to be a no-brainer for you, everybody. Make sense? So let's zoom in the chart, right? Let's zoom in the chart. So talking about not the perfect one, but still, you know, trend line, uptrend line, right? So talking about the market, everybody, do we agree that the market is making, on the daily, the market's making lower lows, lower highs? Do we agree? Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Not a high, not a high, lower lows, lower highs, everybody? Do we agree? Delete this one too, not relevant. And we are here, right? We are here. The market is retracing. So this was our last entry. Hello Mohammed, how are you? This is our last entry, right? And today too, everybody, we are going to have 2 traders, right? 2 traders. Trader who listens and follows the rules, and we are going to have a trader, so clone, and we are going to have a trader, edit label, trader who doesn't, and this is me, trader who doesn't listen. Okay, trader who doesn't listen, okay, doesn't listen to the rules, trader who doesn't listen and doesn't follow the rules. Okay, everybody, we have 2 traders. Trader number 1 is a trader who listens to the rules and the concepts, he obeys rules and concepts, and this is the common beginner trader. Okay, trader who doesn't listen and he doesn't, or he or she doesn't follow the rules, you know, oh, it's all the same, you know, all it's random, these markets are difficult, right? So we're here on the daily chart. This was our last entry, everybody, right? Okay, this was our last entry on the daily. Let's see how the market is going to play out. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3 more. Bam. Same question as per yesterday, everybody. Should you and me, should we go short in front of a pivot point? Yes or no? Everybody? Support, resistance, pivot points are not lines to the pip. We clarified this. Those are areas, right? And we have a counter trendline break, but we have a bearish pivot point. We have a pivot point in a downtrend. Should we enter the market, yes or no? There is no right or wrong either way. Remember the rules from yesterday, everybody? Let's make a poll. Trader Olufemi, Trader Mohammed, Trader Alexander, Trader Alex, Trader Dancy. Do you want to go short, yes or no? Alex says no, I'm not going to short the market. Boss, but we have a signal to go short. We have a counter trend line break. We have a bearish candle or a bearish candlestick formation. You know, why the market is clearly making lower lows, lower highs. Why don't we enter? Make sense, everybody? Better to wait. Come on, nobody has courage in here? Nobody wants to follow the rules. Yes, I know. Dancy, oh, Dancy, yes. Okay, so everybody, we are going to have the two, right? We're going to have the trader who listens and follow the rules, and we're going to have the trader who doesn't listen and doesn't follow the rules. Okay? Okay, everybody? So, remember entering the market from yesterday. Entering the market, it's not the problem. Risk-reward ratio is the problem. So, if we enter right now, if we are going to risk 1, then we want to go after 2. Don't enter, okay? So everybody, the rules are clear. The rules are stating don't enter in front of the pivot point. Okay, remember from yesterday the 1, 2, 3 formula, right? So how to trade equals to 1, 2, 3 formula, right? Number 1, wait for the market to break. The PP stands for pivot point. Number 2, wait for the market to retrace and find past resistance. Number 3, enter with the counter trendline break. Okay, everybody, beginner traders, this is a simple 1, 2, 3 step formula. Okay, wait for the market to break, right? Remember the picture, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, is going to react, then it's going to break, is going to find past resistance, and then is going to move down. Exactly the same as yesterday. Okay, wait for the market to break the pivot point, so wait for this one. But we are here right now. See, everybody, this is theory, this is now the live market. So the rules are saying not, oh yeah, you know, just short the market. No. Wait for the market to break the pivot point, and it's not a line to the pip, it's an area. Wait for the market to retrace and find past resistance. So this would be number 2, and number 3 would be enter with the counter trendline break and go short. Yes, CTB counter trendline break. PP, pivot point, CTB, counter trendline break. And sure enough, we have traders who don't want to listen, and we have traders who listen. So the trader who doesn't want to listen, everybody, he or she is going to enter shorting the market right now. Let's see how this is going to play out. So falling down, I know I was a winner, and oh my god, and we were stopped out up in here. Or maybe not. No, we were not, just for 1 pip. Just for 1 pip we were not stopped out, everybody. So the trader, remember yesterday the story? If you didn't watch yesterday's webinar, watch yesterday's webinar. You are going to see the trader who doesn't listen, he or she wins 2 times more than the trader who listens. You know, this trader in here who doesn't listen and doesn't follow the rule, he's going to win. But in the end, you're going to see the result. So we are still, whoops. So we are still in the market, everybody, and now we lost. See, everybody? Yesterday, the trader who didn't listen, yesterday he won the first one. The real story in Forex beginners, the beginners follow YouTube strategy videos, don't the basic concept Forex and technical analysis. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Everybody, Alex was asking, right, why 90% of traders lose in the Forex market? And the question was, as Muhammad is saying today too, 90% of traders, beginners, lose because they don't listen. You know, they don't listen, right? And it's okay, you know, it's normal. We are all the same, everybody, you know. So, back to class, you know, trader who doesn't listen has the first loser. Okay, now let's wait for the next, and going up, retracement, going up, retracement, you know, going up, retracement, and the market is moving. Oh my gosh, where are we? Up in here. Now, here we have another trend line break, right? And maybe not the first one, okay, maybe not this one. Let's say that we entered in here, right? Here we are kind of scared, but maybe this would be an entry, right? So, everybody, again, who wants to enter in here? There is no right or wrong, it's a risk-reward ratio game. So we entered in here if you want, you know. The question is, can the market give you a winner based on those rules? Everybody. Let's see how smart you are, everyone. If you enter in here, are you breaking the rules? Yes or no? We had the same conversation yesterday, and we explained to you, hopefully, that this entry and this entry are not the same. And we are here right now. Make sense, everybody? So here is the question. Can you enter here? Can we enter here? Yes, we can, right? But if we enter in here, are we breaking those rules? Is this entry equal to this entry? Or are those two different things, everybody? You must understand. So this is the skill, everybody, talking about spatial intelligence. This is what you need to practice. When something like this happens on the live chart, you must understand and decide. Am I shorting the market in here, where I should not? Or am I shorting the market somewhere else? Make sense, everybody? And if this is not the same, should I wait or should I short the market? And there is no right or wrong. And in this sense, everybody, let's make a poll. Who wants to enter this trade? Yes, breaking the rules. How do you know? How do you know that we are breaking the rules? Whoops, I showed you too much already. How do you know that we're breaking? What kind of rules? We didn't break pivot point. Yes, correct. Correct, we did not break the pivot point. But can I take advantage of the market going down? Make sense, everybody? There is no right or wrong. You must decide for yourself that this was a mistake. This was clearly a mistake because we were near the pivot point, but I have another entry, and this entry is far, far, far away. And when you say, oh, I'm making a, I'm breaking the rules, this entry is not the same as this entry. Make sense, everybody? Don't mix apples with bananas. If you say, oh, I'm breaking the rules in here, then you are breaking the rules in here too. And up in here too. Make sense, everybody? Risk-reward ratio, yes sir. Freedom, can you repeat please? Yes sir. If you think that this is you breaking the rules, then you are going to say, well, here too, this was not an entry. Because we are not following the 1, 2, 3, sure. Everybody, you must understand that this entry is not wrong, okay? It's not wrong, but sure enough, you can decide for you to wait or not to wait. Make sense, everybody? What you must understand today is that this entry, and yesterday we had a similar story, this entry was wrong. Make sense? This entry up in here, it's not wrong. Make sense, everybody? This is wrong, this is not wrong. You can still go to 1, 2, 3, but this is not wrong. Why not? Because this is exactly in front of the pivot point. This is not in front of the pivot point. Make sense? We break the rules because of the risk-reward ratio. You don't know how the market is going to behave. Make sense, everybody? You don't know how the market is going to behave. Make sense? This entry is not wrong. But yes, we are not following the 1, 2, 3. Agreed? So, one more time, who wants to enter? This entry is not wrong. You know? Do you want to risk, everybody, or do you want to wait for the market to retrace and break the pivot point? Okay. So the trader who just lost in here, the trader who doesn't listen, now he is afraid. Makes sense? He or she is afraid because he or she lost. So maybe he's going to enter, maybe he's not going to enter, you know. And trader who listens and follow the rules, well, it's up to you. Make sense? Let's make a poll. Who wants to wait? Type in the chat, please, I'm going to wait. And the guy or the girl who doesn't want to wait, type in the chat, yes, I'm in the trade. Make sense, everybody? There is no right or wrong. Do you want to enter? Type in the chat, yes, I'm going to short the market. And if you were going to wait for the market to break the pivot point, it's also okay. Wait, not, enter. Wow, we have one enter. Not on YouTube, but on the other streaming platform, everybody. Enter. Okay, so we have different opinions, right? Let's see how the market is going to behave. Okay, so we are in the market or not. Market is falling and falling and sideways and falling and sideways and whoop, moving around, going against us. Now, what about this entry? See, everybody, those two entries are not the same. Make sense? This was a mistake. This I want you to tell me if it's a mistake, but this is not. You know, those two entries are different. Alexander says, I would wait. Very good. Alex, I will enter. Okay, great. What about the second one? Everybody? Hedge fund trader Alexander, you didn't enter in the first one. You didn't enter up in here. Do you want to enter down in here? Everybody who is confident that the market is going to break the pivot point. I am in the market but adjust profit and loss. Yes, we're going to learn how to manage the trade too. Anybody wants to enter on the second entry? This is over. The trader who doesn't listen. No. So this trader, everybody, who didn't listen before, most likely was scared up in here, but now he saw that the market fall down, and now he's confident that on this entry he is going to win. Make sense, everybody? How many of you can relate to this? Yes, how many of you and me, we're all the same. How many of us, we are not following the rules, we lose. When it's the time to enter, just an example, when it's the time to enter, we don't enter, and then when the party is over, Elvis has left the building up in here, the train has left the station, but now here we are confident to enter again. How many of you can relate to this? Aren't we doing this, everybody? I lost, I'm scared, you know, up in here I'm not going to enter because the market's making higher highs, higher lows. Here I am scared, I'm going to lose the opportunity to enter, but I'm going to enter in here because the market is showing me what it's going to do. Agreed? Second, no. Third, same. The first mistake, no entry. Okay. Guess what is going to do the trader who doesn't listen? Guess what this guy is going to do? He didn't enter here. He's going to enter right here. Okay. So he or she has, and this was me, by the way, back in time. Okay, this was me. I didn't listen, so don't tell me no. Okay, but I'm going to enter again in here. And fair enough, risk-reward ratio. Fair enough, risk-reward ratio. This is my risk. And clone. And clone one more time, you know. And let's see how this is going to play out. No, please, no, 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 oh my gosh, no, no, and oh my gosh. Oh, aren't we like this, everybody? I just entered and the market, you know, is going against me, and I'm saying, oh no, please, no, don't stop me. Finally, you know, the market is falling. Oh no, no, oh my gosh, you know, it's falling, and bam, you know, and I have a winner, right? No more fear of missing out. Ha 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 ha. Look at your results, everybody. Look at your results. So the trader who doesn't listen, he has one loser, right? And now he has one winner, finally. I was right. Right? The trader who doesn't listen and the trader who doesn't follow the rules, he's right. I was right, you know, I was right. I was right. See? And this trader that follows the rules, let's see how it's going to happen with this one, right? So this trader is still in the trade, right? Now let's see. Oh, the market is going up and see, everybody? Trader who listens, you know, one winner. One winner. Somebody's complaining and is saying, yes, but you said the formula 1, 2, 3. One more time, everybody. One more time. Okay, one more time. The 1, 2, 3 formula applies when we are in here. Make sense? When we are in here. This is where the 1, 2, 3 formula applies. When the trader who listens entered, we were in here. We were at a different spot. Make sense, everybody? Those are two different things. When you say, yes, but you told us to wait for the market, you are mixing apples with bananas. Make sense, everybody? You have pivot points. Can you explain? Yes, give me a second. Give me a second, everybody. Give me a second. Okay. You have bearish pivot point like this, you know, and the market is like this. Okay. Now, this is shorting the market in here. This is wrong. Make sense? This is where the 1, 2, 3 applies. Okay? It says don't short the market in front of the pivot point. Okay? Don't short the market in front of the pivot point. Why not? Because sometimes the market is going to break through, but 7 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, risk-reward ratio wise, okay, whatever might be the case, risk-reward ratio wise, the market is going to react. And even though after the entry you can win a few pips, right? We entered here with a counter trendline break. We entered here, just give me a second, blue color, there you go. We entered here with the counter trendline break. The market is going to push down. You are going to be happy, right? But 7 times out of 10, the market is going to retrace and is going to stop you out on your stop loss. Make sense? So the entry is not the problem here. The problem is the risk-reward ratio. The market, if it's going to continue its wave, market wave, the market is going to come down here. Make sense? But in between, most likely is going to stop you out. Make sense? So the direction is not the challenge here. You entered in the right direction. The market wave is down, right? But you entered with the wrong timing. Make sense, everybody? You entered with the wrong timing. And because you entered in the wrong timing, the market stopped you out. But then we said, wait for the market to break the pivot point. So when the reaction, when the retracement starts, we are expecting sooner or later for the market to break the pivot point. Make sense, everybody? In this sense, this second entry is not the same. This is a mistake, this is wrong. This is still risky, but it's not wrong. Make sense? Why is this risky? Because the market is still up, making higher highs, higher lows. Make sense, everybody? What you must understand today, it's a similar story to yesterday. When you say, oh no, I'm breaking the rules, you are mixing apples with bananas. This entry in here, it's not the same as this entry. Make sense? So for the guy who said, oh yeah, but you said 1, 2, 3 applies in these conditions here. Now up in here, it's nothing wrong. We can choose to stay out. Make sense, everybody? You can choose to stay out, it's not wrong. But if you enter in here, it's not wrong either. One less time. If you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, you don't get it. This entry is not the same as this entry. Make sense? Can you show us on NZD right now on the 4-hour? I see a pivot point there. Alex, one last time. Pivot points are from the monthly. Okay, pivot points are from the monthly, not from the 4-hour chart. Okay, everybody? So what is the, if this trade is not wrong, what is the logic behind this trade? We learned this from with the previous lesson. This trade, you know, this trade retraced to past resistance and is going to push down. And is going to do what we are expecting. What are we expecting? We are expecting, number one, wait for the market to break the pivot point. Make sense, everybody? So this trade is wrong. This trade, it's not wrong, but it's risky. Oh, why is this risky? We are trying to learn probabilistic thinking. The market didn't break the pivot point yet, and the pivot point is not aligned to the pip. It's an area. So in the same way the market is going to break the pivot point, the same way the market can come to the same level and reverse. This is why this entry is not wrong, but yes, it's risky. Make sense, everybody? Yes, I see it from the monthly. Then it's okay. Then it's okay, Alex. So back to the live chart, everybody. Where are we? We are here, we are here, we are here, and winner, you know, and where are we? We are here, and we said that, okay, bam, winner, right? Okay, now we are going to apply the 1, 2, 3. So this is not a pivot point, this I invented this one, so out and out. We are here, right? Number one, wait for the market to break the pivot point, wait for the market to retrace through and find past resistance. So out, 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 out. Where is past resistance? Well, it's here. Agreed, everybody? Past resistance, right? So let's get rid of the winners and of the losers. Okay, so this was the pivot point, this was the reaction, this is the breaking of the pivot point, right? Now we need to wait for the market to retrace and find past resistance. So see how the market works, everybody? Where is the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so this would be 1, right? Everybody, short line, counter trend line. So the market broke through. We are here, of course. We are here, the market is retracing. Don't take this as a line, those are areas. And 1, 2, 3, bam. Okay, who wants to enter in here, everybody? Now this is 1, 2, 3 right now. Wait for the market to break, it broke. Wait for the market to retrace, it retraced. Enter with a counter trendline break. Who wants to enter? And there you go, it's going to be, this is the closed body candle, this is the risk if you want. In the future we're going to have different strategies, everybody. This is beginner stuff. Clone. Okay. Is anybody in here who does not want to enter? Is anybody here who says, no, I'm not going to enter? There is no right or wrong, everybody. Those rules and concept, the market can still go up and stop us out, make sense? Those rules and concepts are going to work 7 times out of 10. 3 times are not going to work. Then see I won't. Okay, very good. Now let's see how this is going to play out. Going down and up. Oh my god, no! Oh my gosh, you know, and down and down and you know, and I'm not sure about this one. Right? Let's see. Oh my gosh, you know, 1, 2, 3, and do we have a signal? And see everybody how this market works. And bam. Tell me everybody, is trading a learnable skill, yes or no? Oh, but this is just one. Do this 10 times and come back to class and tell me in the face, is trading a learnable skill, yes or no? What's the difference, everybody? The difference is, are you the trader who doesn't listen and who is doing my way? You know, I mean, those webinars are great, man, but I'm doing it my way. I know better. Are you a trader who doesn't listen? Are you a trader who doesn't follow the rules? Or are you a trader who listens and does? And in this sense, everybody, type in the chat, is trading a learnable skill? Are those winners predictable? Are those winners predictable? Can you make consistent profits? Not on a trade by trade basis, on a set of tens. Oh, you know, I did what FXFreedom was telling me to do and I lost, you know. Oh, this doesn't work. This is not going to work every single time. But this is going to work 7 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10. In this sense, everybody, is trading, I'm asking you a question, is trading a learnable skill? Can you predict your winners? 100% learnable, says Alexander, but it's kind of hard to follow rules. Yes, and this is, everybody, once you are over the Forex course 101, you are welcome to the Forex course 202. And the Forex course 202, it's all about the trader. Make sense? It's about the institutional tools and the trader, in the sense of, oh, I know what I should do. I know what I should do, but for one strange reason, I'm not doing it. You know? And here is Alexander and me telling you, oh, we are all the same. We fight with the same emotions, everybody. Makes sense? Yes, following the rules, it's not easy. Make sense? But we have institutional tools to fight. Right? The psychological, the emotional aspect of trading. That being said, everybody, our time is up. See you back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade for freedom. You want to be free?